Hello, Yildiz here. Welcome to a video on life purpose. And this is something that we all come to at some point. My name is Yildiz Sethi. I am a Vedic astrologer and a Vedic astrologer teacher. And I've been doing this for a very long time, since 1998. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about life purpose today. The very fact that you're even curious about looking on here shows that you're in the right place, because we all come to a point in our life where we kind of not sure where we're going, and we're not sure whether we're on the right path, if there is such a thing as the right path. So life purpose from a Vedic astrology perspective is looked at very simply and fairly quickly by looking at where the planets are located in the chart. So let's say you have your birth chart. Birth chart is the snapshot of the planets above the place of your birth at the moment of your birth. That becomes your birth chart, and that's scattered around 12 houses. So if you've got, so depending on where those planets are scattered will give you lots of things in life. Personality, career, the way you do life, the way you look, everything at all is there in the chart. But we're looking today in particular at life purpose. So life purpose will be governed by certain houses. There are certain houses in those 12 charts from a Vedic astrology perspective that govern four main things in life. We all have four main themes in our lives. Dharma, which is doing the right thing, wanting to be the best person you can be, doing things ethically, doing the right thing, right? That's one thing. The second theme is Artha, and this is wealth creating, a big focus on money. And from a Vedic astrology perspective, money is not a bad thing. We all need money, or we need a way of securing our life. We need food on the table. We need to pay our rent. So definitely Artha is another one. The third one is karma. Now, karma, not meaning karma with an R, but K-A-M-A, karma, is about desire and fulfilling goals, pursuing things, wanting to achieve things, experience things. These are the thrill seekers, or the people that just love to enjoy, experiences of many different kinds. And then the fourth one is moksha. Moksha is spirituality. So in your particular chart, in everybody's chart, all of your 9 planets, which we have in Vedic astrology, will be scattered through the 12 houses, and those houses will show where your Dharma houses are. 1, 5, 9 are your Dharma houses. Your Artha houses, your wealth creating, are 2, 6, 10. And your Karma houses are 3, 7, 11. And your moksha houses are 4, 8, and 12. So looking at your Vedic astrology chart, you'll be able to see very easily, really, if there is a big smattering in Dharma houses or Artha houses or Karma houses or moksha houses. So that will give you a very good idea of your life purpose. Now, if you have a life purpose that is really strong, so let's say you've got lots of planets in moksha, spirituality, you will have been aware from even a young child having really a big focus in that area of life, and that really guiding you into what you do in life as well. If you have a big smattering in Artha, you'll be very focused on the wealth creation, the money, the finance, property, all that kind of stuff will be very much there. And so you'll be guided through your life to to have careers in those areas or hobbies in those areas, or certainly be thinking a lot about the wealth creation. If you have a lot of planets in the karma houses, you'll be very interested in traveling, skydiving, achieving goals, going for limits, um, even gambling to some extent. You'll be a bit of a risk taker. You'll be just wanting to experience lots of different things. Nothing wrong with that either. So you'll be aware in your life of always looking for those adventures, really, those things that you want to experience. And then if you've got, so all of those different uh, themes will be running in your life. Now, if you are the kind of person who does have a lot of planets in one theme only, you'll be pretty set for life. You will have known from a very early age that you really wanted to experience this or that, or have a career in this, or be a doctor, or be a nurse, or be an artist, or whatever it is you know your thing is. However, many people have those planets scattered throughout perhaps all four houses or three houses, in which case you're going to be more balanced. Now, being balanced and being more focused on one area has a plus and negative in either one, doesn't it? Because if you're really focused in one area, that's all you see, that's all you want to see. And people might see you as, a bit kind of limited in your focus. You're not looking at the bigger picture of stuff, you're really just focusing on your area. So that it's a plus, it's a comfort to know your life purpose, but it's also a limit, right? Um, if you are one of those that have got planets more spread around your chart, it will be that you are not so focused on one area. The other thing that often happens is that those areas that become more prominent at different points of your life. So in Vedic astrology, you are always in a dasha period or a planetary period from the moment of your birth to the moment you leave your life. So you're always in a sun period, you change to a moon period, you change to a Mars period, a Rahu period, a Jupiter period, a Mercury period, and a Ketu period, and a Venus period, right? So all of these different stages of life fill up approximately 120 years, which is meant to be the natural healthy lifespan of human beings. So if you live long enough, you will experience your life from all those different dasha periods. And let's say you have a Mars sitting in a moksha house, a spiritual house. During the Mars period, you will find yourself very much focused in that area. You might not leave your job or anything, but you might be still very much interested in spirituality or meditation or pilgrimages or something like that. And then when the Mars period finishes and perhaps your next period is Rahu, perhaps Rahu is in the sixth house of work. And so you're going to find the next 19 years of the Rahu period, you're really focused on your work. And it might be a work of service if it's in the sixth house. So all of this kind of thing is going to happen in your life. After the Rahu period, you will have a Jupiter period. They all happen in the same sequence, but we all start our wheel of these dashas at different points according to our own chart. And so Vedic astrology is a very interesting, fascinating subject, actually, because these dasha periods are also triggered on with transits. Transits are planets that go around your chart the whole time, go around the earth the whole time, And when they're in the right position, they target a planet sitting in a house and switch on a particular theme or a particular event or a particular new direction in life. So there's a very quick rundown of life purpose. It's important to be in tune with your life purpose, and to do that you need to be in tune with yourself as well. And Vedic astrology is very much about getting to know and understand yourself. Has to start there first, right? And once we can do that, we can then look out into the world with more confidence, more clarity about who we are and what we're about, and why we see the world the way we do, and why we feel about the world the way we do, and why we even vote particular kind of parties, because we have a particular frame that we're born into. Now, when I said you can look at your Dharma, Artha, Karma, Moksha from your chart, I was meaning a sidereal Vedic chart, because it won't work, more than likely it won't work with a Western chart, because there is a big difference. There's a 24-degree difference between a Western chart and a Vedic chart. And it could be that, particularly if you're born in the second half of each month, that a Vedic chart will be very different to your Western chart. The Western chart might just about, if you're born between the zero, the beginning part of the month up from 1 through to 12 or whatever, 14, then you'll find that the planets might, not always, still be in the actual house, but will have changed quite a few degrees. So if you want to look at this for yourself, you need to look at this through a Vedic chart. So there's a very quick rundown of life purpose, and you can see it's just like opening a can of worms, because it opens the door to so much knowledge and so much fascination if you have a natural curiosity for this kind of thing. So please do go and look at the next video, which is an introduction to the Vedic Astrology course. Learning Vedic Astrology. It'll give you a peek into all of the lessons, what we cover, and so you'll be able to have a really good look around that, a really good feel around that, and perhaps be interested to take on a course, or perhaps you might realize it's not for you. That's absolutely fine. So Yildiz Sethi, you can go to my website, vedicastrology.net.au, or Learn Vedic Astrology online. And yes, perhaps see you on the site, or perhaps you may see me in the next introductory or peek into Vedic Astrology video. Yildiz Sethi.